My name is Justin King, and I'm a personal injury lawyer here in the Inland Empire. And I want to talk to you briefly about your rights if you're struck by a drunk driver on the road. If you're struck by a drunk driver and that drunk driver is prosecuted, the district attorney is going to contact you as the victim of that and ask you to get an itemization or get a list of your out-of-pocket expenses, your medical expenses, your lost income, and the cost of any property that was damaged in the accident, because you can recover those items at what is called a restitution hearing, which is held in the criminal courts. And the DA will ask the judge to ask the drunk driver to compensate you for those items. But that only represents really a small part of what you're entitled to be compensated on as a result of the injuries that you suffered in the accident. If you contact a civil lawyer like myself or someone in my profession, we can file a civil lawsuit on your behalf. And not only can you recover your medical expenses, your lost income, and your property damage expenses, but you can also recover what are called pain and suffering damages. Compensation for how that injury has affected your life on a personal level. You may not no longer be the type of father that you used to be, or able to play with your kids the same way you used to, or be the same type of spouse that you used to because of your injuries. You may not be able to go back to work on a permanent basis. Those are all things that can be factored in a civil lawsuit that are not factored in at a restitution hearing. Also, at a restitution hearing, the amount of restitution that you get from that drunk driver is subject to their ability to pay. Whereas in a civil case, we can access that drunk driver's insurance policy. They drive with an auto insurance policy. We can access that auto insurance policy and any money that it has to compensate you. Whereas an auto insurance policy does not cover restitution damages. So you want to contact a civil lawyer immediately so that they can pursue your civil rights and that you can be fully compensated for the injuries you suffered in the accident. And also, you want to do both. So you want to cooperate with the district attorney, but you want to keep your civil attorney, your personal injury lawyer, in the loop as to what you are doing with the district attorney at the restitution hearing. All the time, I work hand in hand with the district attorney in order to maximize my client's recovery, and we can even structure your settlements in the civil case to where they are allocated mostly to general damages, because the drunk driver will end up getting a credit at the restitution hearing for what is paid out by his insurance carrier in the civil case. So you want to attribute as much of that to your general damages as possible in order to maximize what you can get from that person personally for your medical and lost income expenses. If you have been struck by a drunk driver, please contact a civil attorney like myself, a personal injury lawyer, so that you know your rights and can be advised about your rights. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to call my office or visit my website.